says here in your dossier that you're one of Boyd's closest friends. When you'd met him before his untimely demise. At the scene of the crime, he found a stone in his mouth. And sources have led us to believe that this stone is yours, Mr. Ramsey.
Yes, it is.
And we have also learned that you recently have written an autobiography of Magnus Isengrim. Why is that? What is your connection to this Magnus Isengrim?
Well, we had a connection our entire lives. It all began with Mary Dempster, his mother. Yeah, I know what you're about to say. He changed his name to Magnus Isengrim before he was Paul Dempster.
What was your relation to Mary Dempster?
Recently, she was put into long-term care, which my current amount of funding could not afford to keep her, so I asked for help from Magnus Isengrim. As we all do, she died, and I had her cremated. Nearing the end, she began to go insane, thinking I was trying to keep her from her own son, from which, indeed, was false.
Would you please inform us why Mary was so important to yourself?
She had saved my life.
We need more detail.
She didn't save my life in the conventional sense, but more in the spiritual sense.
Go on.
During World War I, I took some shrapnel to the leg. Saw a statue of the Madonna, but its face was not the original, but the one of Mary Dempster. I should have died on that battlefield, but I did not. Thanks to Mary Dempster. I went to see that statue recently, and I was awed by its beauty.
Back to the investigation. Were you the last person to see Boy alive?
No, it was Paul Dempster.
Hey, Paul. Paul! No!
Sit down, scumbag! Tell me a little about yourself, Magnus. Or should I say Paul Dempster?
Don't call me Paul. I'm Magnus. I changed many years ago.
Why did you change your name?
Changed it when I entered the circus as a magician.
How did you join the circus?
I joined when I was young. A man named Willie took me in. Little did I know he'd begin to sexually abuse me and use morphine.
What about your connection to Dummy?
He was the first man to teach me magic.
How about your connection to Boy Staunton?
Well, that's a little more complicated.
What is this?
It is what it says it is. Mary Dempster's ashes.
Why would you keep something like this in your house?
A form of piety, a sense of guilt unexplained. I've always been meaning to put them in some proper place, but I have not found it yet. Me and Staunton robbed your mother of her sanity. It was only 80 days away from your natural birth. Percy had thrown a snowball, which was intended for me. I dodged it and hit your mother, which caused her to birth you prematurely.
Too bad, but if I may say so, Duncan, you let things build up into something that never was. The difference is that you brooded over it, and I forgot.
Would this jog your memory?
Why should it? It's just an ordinary stone.
It was the stone you put in the snowball that you threw at Mary Dempster.
gentlemen. It's been nice, but it's Sunday and it's the only day I have off. I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, I'll give you a lift.
Thank you, Mr. Staunton. You owe me 80 days in paradise.
Do you want to take this with you?
I have everything I need.
Should have killed Boy Staunton.
Boy killed himself.
You're the only one with the motive to kill him.
I moved on from that.
Moved on from what? Boy ruining your life? Ruining your mother's life? Ruining your reputation in town? Can't even go back to your hometown. That's how much they think you're scum.
He was killed by the usual cabal. By himself, first of all. By the woman he knew, by the woman he did not know. By the man who granted his inmost wish. By the inevitable fifth, who was keeper of his conscience and keeper of the stone.